Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Check. Thank you, Samit. Thank you, Bharat Fintech Summit, for this opportunity. Today, I'm here to talk about collections, and we are reimagining how collections can be done through Account Aggregator and AI agents. I'll start with a quick intro of what Ignosis is, what we are doing. Today, Ignosis works largely in the financial data intelligence space. We work with close to 130 companies today, including banks, NBFCs, fintechs. We are one of the leading TSP in account aggregator space. I'll slightly zoom in on account aggregator today. Account aggregator is it's scaling. It's operating at a population scale. If you look at the track record of account aggregator, almost 37 crore consents have been taken till date, and close to 25 crore accounts have been linked. So it's already operating at scale, and we want to make sure that we leverage AI and its data and insights and reimagine how collections can be done overall. So I'll go over quickly what are the problem statements. Hello. So to start with, I think if you look at traditional collection, once the cases are default, one of the core problem is when human is calling, when the case is defaulted, the conversation anchored around like how borrowers are claiming their facts or how agents are talking. There is no context, there is no insight about the borrower, what happened. The costs are very high because all the cases are treated equally, whether it's a easy effort case or a difficult case, but all the cases are treated equally, and that's why there is a high cost of collection overall. The eNACH mandates or UPI mandates, they are mostly rule-based. Largely, either most mandates are presented in the beginning of the month or at the end of the month. So those rule-based mandates are frequently fail because they don't understand the cash flows. They don't look at the cash flows of the customer. Similarly, now I think we've seen a lot of voice AI agents being used for calling and all. I think AI is extremely huge advancement in the technology, and it will definitely replace a lot of calling. Much more personalized calling can happen, but there are still issues with AI calling as well. For example, it does not know the context of the customer, like why customer is not paying, or if he is denying, why is he even denying. I'll give you an example.
I'm calling to remind you that your car loan EMI payment is overdue. Are you able to make your overdue payment now? No problem, Ajay. When do you think you will be able to make the payment? I understand, Ajay. You may wish to contact customer support for further assistance with your loan.
So this example where there was no resolution because customer said, I don't have a payment, I don't have money, and he just refuses to pay. This can be handled differently if there was a context, if there was an insight about the customer that the AI agent knew ahead of the time. I'll give you another example, like mandates, for example, they fail frequently. And the main reason is they are rule-based, like they are not timed based on the customer's overall cash flow cycle, right? So here's the example where mandate is presented in the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, but the actual cash flow, actual income is somewhere in the middle, like 11th and 12th Feb kind of a time window. So, again, if you were to do a rule-based mandate presentation, it would fail. This is another large issue with collections. I just want to sort of go through this and explain you how we are reimagining collection, and I'll play a short video for that.
Collections runs on activity, thousands of calls, countless campaigns, bigger workforces. What's missing? Predictability. Your system sees overdue, it starts the chase. The problem? A missed payment could be due to anything. How can the system know? Spoiler, it can't. Unless you teach it to. Enter Ignosis. an AI-led collections orchestration system that works at scale on account aggregator data along with bureau history and repayment behavior. The system owns segmentation, orchestration, and compliance to turn complex signals into hyper-personal, ready-to-act decisions. Because outcomes improve when strategy and execution work together. Every borrower is different. What most systems do is treat them all the same. Ignosis predicts who'll pay, when they'll pay, and what action will convert them. On the back of many intelligent parameters powered by Account Aggregator and AI agents. And it doesn't just stop there. High intent? Shoot a digital nudge. Medium intent? Assign them to a voice AI agent. High risk? Let human agents do what they know best. When it comes to orchestration, the system automatically deploys channels based on best cure rate, personalized by language, region, payday patterns, response history, well, you name it. As for AI calling, 50 plus personas across 12 languages for different scenarios. Or excuses. Sounds too good to be true? Hear it for yourself.
हेलो, हाँ जी, मैं मोनिका हूँ, इग्नोसिस फाइनेंस लिमिटेड से कॉल कर रही हूँ। मैं आपकी इग्नोसिस पर्सनल लोन ईएमआई के बारे में बात करना चाहती हूँ, जो 17 जनवरी 2026 को ड्यू थी। क्या अब भी बात? मैं समझती हूँ ये आपके लिए मुश्किल समय है और मुझे अफसोस है कि आप इस स्थिति से गुजर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमारे सिस्टम के अनुसार हम देख पा रहे हैं कि आपने पिछले 5 दिनों में अपने दूसरे लोन्स की ईएमआईज का पेमेंट किया है। मुझे आपको ये भी साफ तौर पर बताना पड़ेगा कि अगर ये ओवरड्यू ईएमआई क्लियर नहीं होती तो आपके इग्नोसिस पर्सनल लोन अकाउंट पर लेट फीस और ब्याज बढ़ते रहेंगे। समय के साथ आपका कुल बकाया काफी बढ़ सकता है और आपकी क्रेडिट स्थिति। बहुत अच्छा। क्या आप चाहेंगे कि मैं अभी आपको पेमेंट प्रोसेस में मदद करूं या आप आज ही?
It gets better. The system learns with each collection cycle, detects sentiment and escalation risk in real time, reschedules calls, tracks promises to pay, orchestrates nudges. Those mandates that keep failing? Bad timing, not bad luck. Using real-time AI signals, the system always makes the smarter choice. Retries when probability peaks, pauses when it won't work, recommends collectible amounts based on context, higher recovery, compliance system, no unnecessary calls. And guess what? The loop is always closed. Every call analyzed, 100% QA coverage and compliance automation. As for results, all it takes is 30 days. This isn't the future of collections. This is collections done right. Ignosis. Intelligent collections powered by Account Aggregator and AI agents. Higher recovery. Compliance system. No unnecessary calls.
Yeah, so I'll zoom in a bit more. You saw how data insights were used in a call that AI did. And I have few more examples, like very specific examples that will give you exact context. Like, for example, case one where there is low intent, but the AI knows that customer has prioritized other EMI payments, and that's why they
क्या
can
आप
talk.
बता सकते हैं कि आप ये ओवरड्यू ईएमआई कब तक रियलिस्टिकली क्लियर कर पाएंगे, ताकि हम आपके अकाउंट को उसी अनुसार? मैं समझती हूँ कि ये आपके लिए मुश्किल समय है, लेकिन हमारे सिस्टम के अनुसार हम देख पा रहे हैं कि आपने पिछले 5 दिनों में अपने दूसरे लोन्स की ईएमआईज का पेमेंट किया। मुझे आपको ये भी साफ तौर पर बता। क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि आप ये ओवरड्यू ईएमआई कब तक रियलिस्टिकली क्लियर कर पाएंगे, ताकि हम आपके अकाउंट को उसी अनुसार? मैं समझती हूँ कि ये आपके लिए मुश्किल समय है, लेकिन हमारे सिस्टम के अनुसार हम देख पा रहे हैं कि आपने पिछले 5 दिनों में अपने दूसरे लोन्स की ईएमआईज का पेमेंट किया। मुझे आपको ये भी साफ तौर पर बताना पड़ेगा कि अगर ये ओवरड्यू ईएमआई क्लियर नहीं होती तो आपके इग्नोसिस पर्सनल लोन अकाउंट पर लेट फीस और ब्याज बढ़ते रहेंगे।
मैं आपको बताना चाहता था कि आपकी लोन पेमेंट 5 फरवरी को ड्यू थी, लेकिन अभी तक रिसीव नहीं हुई है। क्या आप आज यह ड्यू क्लियर कर पाएंगे? मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि मेरे पास आपके खाते की सही जानकारी है और आपके पास पर्याप्त बैलेंस है। कृपया पेमेंट करना सुनिश्चित करें। क्या आप मुझे बता सकते हैं कि आप अभी पेमेंट क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे हैं? मैं समझ सकता हूं आप कह रहे हैं कि सैलरी नहीं आई है, लेकिन मैं साफ देख सकता हूं कि आपकी सैलरी 7 फरवरी को पहले आ गई थी। कृपया पेमेंट करें। आप कब तक पेमेंट कर पाएंगे?
So again, all of these cases, again, insights about other EMI payments, having enough balance, having received a salary, all that insights are fed into the as a context while AI agents are talking. I'll quickly move on. I'll talk about mandates. Here are a couple of examples, like two different scenarios where first scenario is where we saw earlier that the mandate presentations were in the first week of the month and the last week of month. But if you understand the cash flow patterns well, the mandates can be timed. In this case, like around 13th Feb, the mandate is presented. That is our smart mandate recommendation. And that's when the money were debited successfully. Another example where, let's say the EMI payment is 5,000, but the customer never has that much balance. So what we have recommended is doing a smaller recoveries, like 900 rupees, 800 rupees, and so on across different dates, and that way you're able to collect like the whole EMI in a smaller parts. So largely, today the case allocation, it's like, once customer is defaulted, there is very limited or no intelligence around how to allocate the case, who to call, who to send it to field, which are the difficult cases, which are the easier cases. This is where our insights around account aggregator comes in. It identifies customers' cash flow patterns, peak balances, stability of the income, and a lot of other parameters, behaviors, discretionary spend, other EMI payments. And using that insights, we've built a intent scoring model, which basically says which customers are high intent, which are medium to low intent. And that intent sort of feeds into case prioritization, and that basically decides how to allocate case. Like here's an example on the right-hand side where one of our client where once a case defaulted, they were doing 5% digital, 65% on tele or AI calling, and field was 30%. But with our allocation model, we were able to improve that substantially by doing a lot more higher percentage into digital, because there were easier cases that we were able to recognize. And we were able to substantially reduce the field allocation. And field is usually the highest cost in collection. And this is where we were able to achieve about 0.4% in D30 collection efficiency. This is just our track record. We've deployed this solution at scale, operating close to 100,000 borrowers now. We've helped reduced almost 25% collection cost. Escalations have been reduced significantly, and collection uplift we've seen almost 1 to 3%. Some of the clients that we are already working with and operating at scale. And yeah, I think, we are reimagining collection. I think it's going to be a lot more personalized, a lot more intelligent, and happy to take if there are any questions.
Hi Nirav, a good session. So my name is Anish Gupta. I've got two questions.
Yep.
Number one, do you need the customer consent for the account aggregation? Number one. And number two, which are the languages in India which you cater to?
So, see, today account aggregator largely used consents are for loan underwriting. What most people are not doing well is taking for loan monitoring and loan collections consent. So there are three different types of consent. For our clients, when customer is onboarded, we are taking all three consents during the onboarding. And if the loan is actually dispersed, that loan monitoring and collections consent can be used to access customers' data if customer defaults. So that's your, so that's a properly consented access to data. For collections consent, you can pull balances daily. For loan monitoring consent, you can pull the whole transactions 5 times in a month. So it's a compliant system where we are able to access customer data, especially when they are defaulting. Your other question on what languages. So today I think we are only working with I think 8 to 9 languages which are most popular. We are gradually expanding, but largely Hindi, English, mix of Hindi, English, Gujarati, Maharashtrian, few South Indian languages, and so on.
And your commercial model, is it outcome based or?
It is outcome based, yes.
Maybe separately I'll connect with you.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. So last year, RBI rolled out a mandate that all the transaction call needs to be undertaken in 160 series. So post that, like many of the borrowers stopped taking all the calls. So irrespective of AI or human being on the other side, like how do you like deal with these situations? Like because these have caused all the lenders to deploy more field officers for collection.
No, so this went live in February only, like this 1st of February. At least the early signs are we are still able to connect. Good thing with AI is you can call more times rather than human calling like 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. AI you can call more time, and that way we are seeing a better connectivity overall. It's still very early days, but at least it's not fading away. Like there's still decent connectivity with AI because it's AI calling.
Because the Unified Fintech Forum have asked RBI to exclude collection and recovery calls in transaction call. So as a startup in this ecosystem, like what's your take on this? Whether RBI should exclude collection and recovery calls in the 160 series?
So ideally, yes. I think once if the borrower's intent is not there to pay, they'll not pay. And if you're calling from a same series, they'll reject the phone. So it will have impact on overall lending practices. So ideal outcome is yes, there should be different ways to communicate or use different series when possible.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now may I request Samir sir to please hand over the token of appreciation from his regards.